5 years. That's how long Arjun had been saying, I'll start tomorrow. 5 years of plans, 5 years of dreams written in notebooks that nobody ever read. And then one morning, he woke up and realized tomorrow never came. Arjun was 27 years old. He lived in a small rented room in the city. He had a job he didn't like, a routine he didn't choose, and a life that felt like waiting. Waiting for the right time, waiting for motivation, waiting for everything to be perfect before he could finally start living. He wanted to start a business. He wanted to get fit. He wanted to learn new skills. But every night he told himself the same lie. I'll start tomorrow. And every tomorrow became today. And every today became yesterday. 5 years passed like this. One morning, Arjun sat on his bed, staring at an old notebook. It was from 2019. Inside were goals he had written with so much hope. None of them had happened. Not one. He felt something break inside him. Not anger, not sadness, just emptiness. That same day, Arjun went to a small tea shop near his office. He sat in the corner, lost in thought. An old man sat beside him. He didn't say anything at first, just sipped his tea slowly, calmly. Then he looked at Arjun and said, "You look like someone carrying a heavy bag." Arjun smiled weakly. "I'm just stuck. I feel like I've wasted so much time." The old man nodded. "How much time?" 5 years, Arjun said. 5 years of doing nothing, just waiting. The old man put down his cup. "Tell me something," he said. "If I gave you 5 more years right now, what would you do with them?" Arjun thought for a moment. I'd start my business. I'd work on myself. I'd stop wasting time." The old man smiled. "Then why are you waiting?" Arjun looked confused. "Because I already wasted 5 years. I'm late. I'm behind everyone else." The old man leaned closer. "You think time moves backwards? You think yesterday is coming back?" Arjun stayed quiet. The old man pulled out a small, crumpled piece of paper from his pocket. On it was written just one word: today. He placed it on the table in front of Arjun. "This," the old man said, "is the only time you will ever have." Arjun stared at the paper. "You say you wasted 5 years, the old man continued. "Maybe you did, but now you have a choice. You can waste 5 more years feeling guilty about the last 5, or you can use today." He paused. "You see, people think time is something they own, something they can save, spend, control. But time doesn't wait. It doesn't care about your plans. It only gives you one thing: today." Arjun felt something shift inside him. The old man stood up, ready to leave. "There's a question you should ask yourself every morning. Not what will I do tomorrow, but what can I do right now, today, that my future self will thank me for?" He smiled gently, "Because today is the only day you'll ever live in." And with that, he walked away. Arjun sat there for a long time. He looked at the word on the paper, today, and suddenly everything became clear. He hadn't wasted 5 years because he was lazy. He wasted them because he was waiting for a perfect version of himself that didn't exist yet. He was waiting for confidence he didn't have, waiting for courage he thought would magically appear, waiting for the right time. But the right time was never coming, because the right time was always now. Arjun stood up. He didn't feel motivated, he didn't feel ready, but he felt something stronger: clarity. He went home that evening and did something small, just one thing. He opened his laptop. He researched one idea for his business, just 30 minutes. The next day, he did it again and again. No grand declarations, no dramatic changes, just today used well. Weeks passed, then months. Arjun didn't become successful overnight, but something inside him changed. He stopped being the man who waited. He became the man who acted. Not perfectly, not always confidently, but consistently. And slowly, his life began to move. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You will never feel ready. You will never have all the answers. You will never find the perfect moment. because life doesn't give you perfect moments. It gives you today. And today is enough. It's enough to start. It's enough to try. It's enough to take one step forward instead of standing still. You think you've wasted time? Maybe you have, but that doesn't mean you have to keep wasting it. Every single morning, you wake up with the same gift, today. You can use it or you can lose it. You can act or you can wait. But understand this, the 5 years you lost will never come back. But the 5 years ahead, they're being written right now by what you do today. Arjun still has that piece of paper. He keeps it on his desk. One word, today. It reminds him every morning, not of what he lost, but of what he still has. The power to begin, the power to change, the power to stop waiting and start living. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? What's stopping you from using today? Because tomorrow is just a dream. Yesterday is just a memory. But today is real. Today is yours. Use it. If this story touched you, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more stories that help you grow from within.